Okay, so I've been thinking that maybe it's time to start some type of quick videos of credit tips or things that you can use to, I don't want to say repair your credit, um, clean it up, but something to improve your credit score, and your credit history, which might be more important than having a higher credit score. Having a high credit score is good, but if the lender, bank lender, mortgage lender, looks at your history and you have things on there that aren't old enough, they could affect the decision that's made, you know, as far as getting a loan, credit card, or whatever. Okay, so real quick, uh, September 2016, decided to do something about my credit, which wasn't great at that time. Seriously, probably couldn't even get a bag of potato chips financed at that time. I mean, it was cool in the beginning, and it was okay if I get credit, cool, and if I don't, But yeah, good credit is very important. And when you're at that point in your life that you realize how important it is to have good credit, either you're willing to pay this large amount to have someone to fix it, good luck, or you want to try to find something that you can do to help your situation. So anyway, fast forward, check out a few things online. Spent a total of maybe $200 to $300 on different books, things that to read about how I could fix my credit. I came across Credit Secrets, a book called Credit Secrets. Um, I'll leave a link on the page if anyone wants to order the book. I think the book is about maybe, I think it's $39 or whatever. But for me, it was well worth the money. Before I spent the $39, I spent probably over $200 on other things. Anyway, real quick. So, because of Credit Secrets and because of I was able to get off of bankruptcy, I was able to get off a bankruptcy with this information. I was able to have a few collections accounts removed. I was able to do a few things so it improved not only my credit score, but it improved my credit history. And because of that, I applied with PenFed Credit Union. PenFed Credit Union, which is Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Credit union for people in the Army, Navy, services like that. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. The rates are better than bank rates as far as when they approve you for a loan or whatever. Anyway, so PenFed Credit Union approved me for a $5,000 credit card. Before that, probably the maximum amount of credit I was able to get was about $700. Wow. Anyway, so PenFed approved me for a $500 credit card. And then I would say maybe a couple of weeks after that, I applied for a consolidation loan. They approved me for $15,000. They sent me a check by UPS. I was late for work that day because I didn't want to miss the UPS driver. 2 weeks after that, well, during that time, I used part of the $15,000 credit consolidation loan to pay off the van that I was paying for, the used van, the 2010 Dodge Caravan, with payments of 300 and something dollars a month, which was way too much for this van, way too much. But because I had bad credit, that's what I was able to get at the time. So I used a part of the money, the loan, to pay off the van, thinking that if I pay off the van, I could apply for a car loan with PenFed. But even before I paid off the van, I applied for a loan with PenFed, a new car loan, which gave me the 2017 Pacifica. They approved me for $40,700 and something dollars, some change for the Pacifica. Went to South Chicago Dodge with the check they sent again by UPS. Again, I was late for work that day. Went to South Chicago Dodge with the check for the exact amount down to the last penny to get the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. Loved it. It's no longer new, so it's okay now, but still, I was able to do all of that with information and credit secrets. So I figured now I would, from time to time, post tips of credit tips to help anyone, to maybe someone might decide to order the book for themselves and use the information to better their situation. The first thing I would suggest to anyone who's thinking about their credit and want to do something about it is to get a copy of your credit report from each credit bureau. There are three credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You can go to annualcreditreport.com, and once a year you can get a free credit report from each bureau to know what's on your credit, because you want to dispute if they have the wrong address or an address you're no longer using. They might have different spellings of your name. They might have a different social security number, more than one social security number. Those are things you can dispute that would help your credit situation, especially if you have negative stuff on there. So you want to start with the personal information on your credit report. You want to attack that. You want your current information, wherever you're living, your current address. That's the only thing you want on your credit report. You don't want the last 10 places you lived, because I'm pretty sure if you have bad credit and those last 10 places you've lived, you've probably messed up somewhere. So the address can be tied to some bad credit you might want to later dispute or challenge. So that's the first thing I would suggest. Get a copy of your credit report from each credit bureau: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And then once you know what's on your credit report, then you can start to challenge or dispute the information. So I will be doing this from time to time, maybe every day. But credit secrets, man, it did so much for me. But to be honest, because I was able to get this credit and the card, the loan, and the van, it's a little. So you don't want to overdo it, because you're able to get credit and you. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, so yeah.